Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
And she done hit something already. That thing zapped right out on her tray.
All good. I was thinking about it the whole time while everything was counting down, whether she got it together before before the pop up or whatever. But she'll be back in here. So
Nah, she literally got popped out soon. It joined in like on is about to pop in. What up? What up? Whoever we got in here so far? See, we got 12 eyes on us already.
and nothing wrong
Appreciate
with that. Top of the
you.
morning to y'all.
Please like, share, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna add the IG link again today and see how that go. They be
Uh
jumping
huh.
G, but I'm gonna share the Facebook and YouTube link on it in case they wanna hop over and then add us on it so we can read their
No
comments.
wrong, buddy. Y'all welcome to it. We'll read
I
it.
ain't
We'll definitely
reading
read it.
out comments. I'm like y'all on Instagram. There we go. You back, Shawty?
I hope I'm back. You know,
There we go.
we really don't know what's going on with the system. You know, you pay too
I'm
much
good on
money for
mine,
these
man.
little computer systems for them to be acting up like this. For real, it don't
Mhm.
make no sense. And I took it in. They say it's nothing wrong with the system, but I do know that only when I'm on StreamYard, it does this. But when I'm on like on the regular sites like grocery shopping or I'm looking up stuff, we don't get this.
Because the
And
same processing power isn't needed. So, you know, it needs to do more when it's live streaming versus just
oh,
regular internet. You know, probably need to clean it out like Molly said, but you know.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
up, Kool-Aid?
I was gonna say I seen your notification like 2 or 3 minutes ago. Not you not like that, you not Kool-Aid.
You coming?
You're not coming like that.
You never know.
Hey,
Things
you
come
never
up.
know. You never know.
You never know.
Well, we'll see when you pop up in the back. What's
Yeah,
cool?
turn up Tuesday, Riri. What
okay.
you turned up about today? You know, you
Man,
popped out.
I wanted to discuss these delivery, these agency. How do they process stuff like that? Well, I ordered something from. Am I allowed to say where I ordered stuff from?
It don't matter.
Okay, I ordered something from Walmart, right? For the studio room that I'm trying to get together. Um, I looked to check my orders, right? Because they broke my orders down in three because I got some smart plugs, the kind that's voice activated. I got the futon, and so they broke my thing up, right? So Saturday was the 21st, 8:30 in the morning. I'm tracking my stuff, and it says that my futon was delivered. So I'm outside looking out the door. I'm around at the front. And I was like, where is it delivered at? Right? So I'm calling the company and I'm saying, hey, there's nothing here that was delivered. Where y'all deliver my stuff at? That's Saturday morning at 8:30 or Saturday morning, because it said it was delivered. And here's the date. It said it was delivered on the 22nd at 1:42. I'm thinking that I'm in a time loop. I'm like, the 22nd at 1:42? That ain't even came yet. This is 8:30 on the 21st, Saturday morning. And it was like, oh, it was scanned by mistake. They said at the warehouse, they got it in and they scanned it by mistake. They said, but you're going to get your delivery tomorrow. Okay, it wasn't scheduled till the 23rd, but they said that you're going to get it tomorrow because it came in early. I'm like, this, all right. You coming in early? Okay. So tomorrow come. I'm here all day Sunday, sitting and waiting, nothing. So I get on the phone Monday. That was yesterday. They were saying it was going to be delivered, and it was like, you got to give it 48 hours. So I called back last night, right? I said, it's 8:30, and I still ain't got nothing. And he said your order was delivered on Sunday. I said, that's the daggone lie. I said, go back to your messages on 8:30 on the 21st. Go back. You see what they did? It was like, yeah, but it says it's delivered and we can't do nothing for 48 hours after the delivery. I was like, track my package, please. You have a tracking number. I said, who delivered it? I said, where is my item? I said, what was the delivery guy? I said, where is my picture? Because they take a picture. Stuff in front of the door. They didn't have none of that. They don't know who the delivery truck is that said to who delivered it. And I was like, excuse me. So that means that it is not delivered. And I have to wait for a refund or the delivery. I'm like, I was like, I want to know where my stuff is. It is paid for and everything. Warranty out on my foods. Where is my stuff? So they tell me I have to call back this morning. They should have an answer for me this morning. I said, no, you should have a refund ready to go for me this morning.
What's up, Chow?
What up, Chow?
Just go in the store and pick it up my damn self.
Yeah.
What's up, butter man?
Butterman, what up, Butterman? They done Rob Reese, Walmart and got her.
She always on them half-ass websites and shit. That's probably
It's the
why.
Walmart site. It's
Yeah,
the real
Walmart.
It's not. They delivered everything else. Look, this was what my Walmart delivered. I got my smart plugs. You know
see what happened today. I found out you probably ordered the Courage Hill in Nebraska or somewhere. Shit.
How did I get my smart plugs and not my futon?
What the hell you get a futon for anyway?
The office.
She told me so we come over there. We had somewhere to sleep. That's what we ain't got going with. Nah, Ma, you can.
I'll sleep right on the fucking couch like I did last time. But I feel you. I like options.
Not this couch. This new couch.
I'm claiming.
We ain't bust the first one down. Like,
yeah,
I can't kick back on the couch now.
Okay, who just popped in here with us? We got somebody. Who the first one?
Yeah,
look. Who might be in here? Anybody could be in here.
But but I'm making it my office like
wake up with the sun in a steaming cup.
True. Somebody sliding through here. Welcome, whoever that is. Kool-Aid.
Look, she's been zapped out too. It's the women. It's the women. Y'all be hitting.
Come on, y'all. This technology. Come on.
I got the nails on and all that. You gotta. Y'all need a.
What do I go get my feet done?
Yeah, we taking you to Sassy Nails. Our homegirl got a nice shop. We just did a shoot there the other day. Black-owned businesses. Another black woman right beside her got a coffee shop. It ain't nothing but black women down there with their own businesses. I'm like, wow, this
Where is this at?
Over there by Tacoma Station.
I ain't mad at that at all.
Okay.
All right, black business.
In DC or the Maryland side?
DC.
Okay, go ahead, ladies. Congratulations. Yeah. I love to see black power, whether it's men, women. I just love to see us doing stuff and get some stuff of our own going on. I love it, love it. Oh,
just came in. See if Kool-Aid pop up in here. We'll give her another minute.
All good. Yeah. Give her a little time. All good.
I already got your video, Reed. And I seen the ones you had yesterday, so you want to put them up after we can, because you had some. I just seen them last night.
Okay, are they good?
Yeah, they was all right. They was good talking. It seemed like you wanted to talk about it. When you add a paragraph on a video, that's
the description that lets me know is more important to you than something that's casual. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Oh, I also want us to play my little commercial. We pop that out because this 6 weeks. There was 5 weeks.
Until the Mother's Day journey.
Yep, it's 5 weeks for them. It is 7 weeks for us.
10-4 on that one.
I get butterflies when I think about it. I get here go and Auntie calling me. She said, "Oh, I hope this girl right." She said, "Because my neighbor." She is so excited. Because she's on the case. She was like, "Yeah," because she said my neighbor. She meant McFarland. When she said everything about it, she said, "We're gonna have a good show. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." I said, "Yes, we are. We're going to be celebrating 2 things. We're going to be celebrating the show, of course, and the More Than Back crew, of course. And we got big ass things about backdrops of us with the More Than Back logo. People will take pictures and all that. Boom, we're gonna have it all together.
Awesome. Packed in a casual swag.
We're gonna try this again. Yeah, there we go. You smiling, you here?
I'm here. I had to switch to my laptop.
That's all good. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna have to do the same thing in a little bit too.
Yeah.
Laptop.
It's about to be a full house this morning. I'm definitely gonna have to switch to the laptop. Introducing Mr. Whatever like that and all that shit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Slim? Good morning.
The funniest man.
What you got a bowl of behind the green screen? What's that?
Funny man.
Well, I'm about to get another dose. Made some spaghetti.
Eating that bullshit. What you eating, man?
This is spaghetti.
Oh, he lied. I heard he lied when he
all the
started.
time. You know how niggas do anyway.
Yeah,
That's all right.
They talking
David
about
is some good spaghetti, huh, David?
Yeah.
well, meat the boss. You ain't gonna add the meatballs.
No.
Oh, okay.
He said, "No, I ain't in all
Plain
that."
noodles. Ain't spaghetti. That's noodles.
Yeah, that's what my son said. I said, "You want some of my spaghetti?" He said, "I don't want none of your saucy noodles."
Yeah.
You don't put the vegetables in it?
Ain't no ground beef, nothing, no turkey, nothing.
No plant-based, nothing.
Nothing.
No mushrooms, onions,
Bachelor
what you call
bowl.
garlic.
Spaghetti.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what you call bachelors.
That Kool-Aid again. Shout outs. They
Right.
said
What?
Kool-Aid a cutie.
All right, brother
I always
man,
hear that.
go get your Kool-Aid.
Thanks.
Man.
What
I
flavor of the
always
week is
hear
it this time? What's the flavor of the week? Because Butterman's trying to find out.
Pineapple.
Reese's
Ow.
Kool-Aid's on here.
Island girl.
Fresh pineapple that's juicy and sweet.
Oh,
Not that bitter shit. That shit we all like, okay?
Nope. When you take care of yourself, it's sweet.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
Riri,
All right, we got a little quick promo joint for y'all.
Your promo clip. This for the upcoming
Your
event.
mama's so
Mother's Day.
crazy pre-Mother's Day show.
Yes, yeah, this turned out.
Spectacularly negotiated his tax bill with the IRS, and by the time everything is completed, we not owe the IRS anything. For don't pay very individual circumstances. Click on the IRS.
thank you, honey. I am about to go to war. I'm getting ready for our Mother's Day show.
800
Yeah, that's how
200
DJ P man hosts. You know, I've been rocking with that guy for the last.
Oh, that joint.
I couldn't see. That looks like.
I don't know what happened.
I thought it was my
Yeah,
food stamp computer. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. You get more Instagram.
Froze mid.
I'm the one from
Tell
Facebook.
you, ever
Instagram.
since I stopped receiving food stamps, my computer been acting up. I don't know.
They say, "Oh, we cutting all that shit."
Food stamps. You gotta get your stuff cut back off.
You supposed to qualify for them Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
hotspots and all that extra stuff. You ain't got no reason.
Yeah,
Resources
I'm
come with
on.
that card, boy.
that's what I'm on. Snap.
Okay. It brought you to the morning show. I ain't mad at it.
It used to be 10. Now it's, they caught on to me. It's 30. They gave you what, $29.99. They said your time is
I ain't mad at it. So I'm not mad at all.
$30 is still good. It's still,
it works well.
I ain't mad at that at all. See if I can find me a little unit on the go or something. I ain't gonna lie.
I got some butter for.
All right.
I like
Friday.
I like cheese.
All right.
I like cheese.
You sure? Don't say that. Oof. Oh, all right.
He gonna have that too. Go ahead.
Come on, Freaky Friday, boo. Today is
Straight up Tuesday, not Freaky Friday.
Straight up Tuesday. We ain't into
that was about the turn up and turn out Walmart.
We got it up a different way, y'all.
Huh?
I said we got it up a different way.
Oh, okay.
With the IRS, and by the time everything is complete.
All right.
Okay. Well, we'll get it going later.
That 4K
on the laptop, their voices go.
4K. I don't think they joint support 4K or something. Cause the 1080 and 720 videos play so smooth. 4K that joint is glitching. They gotta step their game up.
I was gonna say, I guess we have to read the book.
Read the book.
They got a book on the upcoming event.
Right. Goddamn.
That's so look, hey, it is what it is. But I do know I found out an update on it that the salmon dinner comes with your ticket. So when you pay for your ticket, you're not only paying for a show, you pay for your meal as well. And then on the side, they also have other items that they're selling on the side, like crab balls and stuff. That's all the, you can buy crab balls and Old Bay wings and some other stuff. Because I was like, I don't eat seafood. So, hey. So they have other stuff as well. But the salmon comes with your ticket price. Salmon dinner. And a lot of people love salmon. I was like, well, is that an expensive fish? Is that a good fish? That's one of the good fishes out there, but it's not the most expensive fish. We looked that up yesterday when I was telling about that she said the most expensive cut of beef is filet mignon. And I said, no, it's not. It's not. The most expensive beef is Wagyu. And we looked it up, and hell yeah, I was right. They pay $200 to $400 for a piece of steak per pound. Per pound for a piece of steak.
Yep.
Now
I don't eat that shit. So
I'm
good.
Me too. Me too. I'll be like David Green, Funny Man Green. Give me some spaghetti. Give me some noodles and sauce. Give me something.
Got your first video up, I see.
Yeah, now
so that's a expensive piece of beef.
Right.
Think about that's for rich people. I said, well, that's the expensive piece of beef. Even if I was rich, I don't think I would. I could throw my money away other ways than order a piece of steak. I'm just like, wow. Can you think of another way you could throw away $200 other than order a piece of steak? I could go gambling at the casino for that much.
Shoot, casino, FanDuel. What are you talking about? All I need is $10.
I don't know how to do FanDuel, Dave.
When there's the will, there's a way. He said, all I need is 10.
$200. I'm not paying that for that. They ain't never had no chicken. Well, there is a chicken called black chicken. It's from a black chicken, and they cook the meat and it's black and everything. I don't want that. I don't want. That's not interesting to me at all. I'm not even curious of how the meat tastes. I looked at it. I'm like, like this, that, and I'm like, yeah. I'm not even the bit least, curious about that. Oh gosh, I'm not.
Oh yeah, that looked like that damn mysterious burger, whatever they call it from Burger King. The chicken black, like the actual feathers black, the chicken black, the egg black. I don't want that shit either. Something wrong with that.
That's what I'm. It's just like we was taught you don't eat nothing that look like that. That means it's no good, it's rotten.
Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup.
All right, now somebody's sliding through here. Another guest, another one.
Started right, let your energy flow.
Who that is this morning? Miss Venus. I seen you on here yesterday. Welcome back. She said she had fun. That's what's up. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Look, I'm tempted about call Walmart online. You know how they do it.
Man, you don't get off Walmart.
Get off Walmart. I don't care.
I'm just so. Did anybody else got trouble with their deliveries? Do anybody use Walmart for delivery?
Oh, you just gonna keep expanding on it, all right?
No, I just know something happened to me earlier with Target yesterday. I had I'm down in this basement, by the way. I hate this basement. But anyway, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yes,
say-
Oh God. Yeah. So Target, I had bought a couple items like gluten free for my one child and stuff. To make a long story short, I thought you get a day, and these people talking about they put it back the order, and then the money didn't come back on the card, so I can't even buy the stuff that I really need again. You know what I mean? I was gonna go get it in the morning. The drive through. I don't know if y'all ever experienced that. The drive through at Target where you pick your items up in the car.
Okay. I never I did it at Giant. I didn't know Target had that too. That's cool.
Yeah. So that pissed me off because they put it back and then they didn't put my money back on the card. So now I gotta wait until they put the money on the card, and then I'm gonna just go and shop myself for it.
Yeah. Don't that part right there makes me mad because just like they snatch it off the card, they should be able to put your stuff right back on the card.
Yeah, like
So-
instantly. And sometimes that happens different places, but I don't know what's going on. But that's really messed up because I need those items now.
Right. This is technology. Technology, y'all. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Well,
Molly,
if you
let me
pick the shit up, then you ain't gotta worry about it. But motherfuckers
sometimes-
don't want to pick nothing up, so they just got to deal with whatever happened.
Well, that's what I was going to go do, pick it up, but then I didn't do it in time. So you're right. Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes you
Mhm.
can't, but I see people in the store shopping like a Giant, and they don't shop like you would shop for your stuff. That's why I like to go in a lot. It was like just order your stuff. I'm like, yeah, but when I order my stuff, I don't get a chance to pick the quality that I want. You know, and that's the one of the draws of having someone else do for you. Like, so Instacart is great and all of that, but it's one of those ads, though, the apps that they got you on the phone and they show you what they're picking up. Now I would like that because when a person's picking up your stuff, they showing you. Do y'all know which one that is?
I
That
don't.
Instacart.
I don't trust people to pick up my food for me.
If I see it, if I'm right there with them, and you know, they got the girl got you on the camera and asking you want this one, you want this, and you get to that part is great. You know, then you pick it up. So if you get bruised fruit or damaged stuff, you know, it's because you said okay to it. You know, I thought that was kind of cool, better than like mystery shopping. And then half the time when you shop like that, they'll say that your stuff, they didn't have your stuff that you're looking for, or they substituted or whatever. And then when you go to the same store, you sit right there. Oh, we out of that. No, it's right there. You just wasn't looking. But that's another drawback of having someone else, you know, to shop for you. It's good on one hand, and then it's the same on the other. You know, it's not so great, you know, but is this the price of that? That is the price of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't have time to shop for ourselves.
Yeah, millions of people order from Walmart, Amazon. Everybody not gonna get their shit right. There's always gonna be something. So you get 8% of the people. It's like it ain't gonna stop nothing. You're gonna have 8% whining, the other 92 like I got my package finally here. Just make sure you get your money though. Money back.
That
If you
part,
get it
you
free,
gotta
you
wait.
get something. Yeah, they look out most times when they mess up. So hopefully they look out for you.
Yeah, I think it's messed up from the beginning whenever they scanned it, because they been telling me that it was delivered. I said, how? Then he said, oh, it's a mistake because clearly it's not 142 or March the 22nd, and we're talking at 8:30 in the morning or the 21st. That part, and he was like, oh, it was scanned by mistake. I'm like, they predate the scans. Even if it was scanned in by mistake, y'all, they already gave the time of delivery and everything. It said delivered and the wrong date and time. But no, that's what I'm trying to get these folks to go back and look at. Like, how is this possible? Y'all need to do some fixing back then. For him to say it was a mistake. So you mark it and said something was delivered, put the time and date order before the time and date even comes. That don't sound like delivery. That sound like theft. But Anyway, I digress for that. Molly, we got a video up to share with the folks. I digress. It's crazy this going on.
Somebody said you want that package.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
you want, I don't care
That
what
shit.
it said. I want what I
All
want.
right, we trying to move the hell on to the
You
subjects.
done brought it to work. Imagine
We're
somebody,
trying to tell you so nicely, but you're
imagine
just
somebody
not
come to work
hearing
and
us
be like,
today.
"They ain't bring my package yesterday." You like, all right,
All right.
we at work. You know, we
There
gotta
you
work.
go.
Reese gonna hurt somebody, man. I'm gonna be over there later, Reese. You don't need to hurt.
Okay.
Never said you need a marriage license. So who decided that without one, you're living in sin? Most believers don't realize this. Biblical marriage had nothing to do with government approval. There were no licenses, no courtrooms, no paperwork, only covenant. In Scripture, marriage was a sacred commitment made before God and witnessed by family. Genesis 24:67 says, Isaac brought Rebekah into his mother Sarah's tent, and she became his wife. That was it. No priest, no legal document, just covenant and consummation under God's authority. It wasn't about contracts, it was about commitment. The joining of two souls, bound in faith and sealed by divine witness. But over time, man replaced covenant with control. The state stepped in, turning holy union into legal transaction. Yet Hebrews 13:4 still stands. Marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure. God honors the heart, not the paperwork. So the next time someone says you're living in sin without a license, ask, are they quoting the word or just following tradition? The Bible never said you need a marriage license, so who decided that without one, you're living in sin? Most believers don't realize this. Biblical marriage had nothing to do with government approval. There were no...
Okay.
So what do y'all, think about that? When people tell you, oh, you living in sin, you doing this, you doing that, they're following the law, they're following man's law. And a lot of times people get man's law mixed up with God's law. God didn't say, fill out this contract, fill out this paperwork. Our government stepped in. This is my opinion. Our government stepped in because they always see a chance to grab some money from the people. Because a marriage license isn't free. You got to fill out the paperwork and all of that stuff. And back in my grandmother's times, you also had to do a blood test before you get married to make sure you ain't marrying your close relative. That came about during slavery because they was breeding family members. They was breeding sisters and brothers, at the breeding farms. So in order to make sure you not marry your relatives, boom, they used to do the blood test. They don't do a blood test no more though, but they still charge you for paperwork and the litigation and all of that stuff. Woo! Is marriage a scam? Is it, because my cousin's getting ready to get married in September. Is this a scam or it's just the elaborate way for everybody to make money? What y'all think?
Who you want to call on first?
Oh, okay. I can't hardly see the screen. So I'm gonna let Trey call. Trey, can you call the people for me?
Yeah, I mean, David, if you would like to go first, and then we can go with Miss Venus and Kool-Aid.
Funny man.
I was on mute.
Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So what question? Because there was two questions asked. You said is marriage?
Reese, repeat the question if you don't mind.
Okay. I just basically wanted to know what you guys thought of the video. Do you think it's a hoax or a scam?
Yeah, because and just like you were saying, like in different scriptures and stuff and all, it talks about the traditions of man. Following the traditions of man, and that, that's going way beyond just marriage. I mean, a whole lot of things are being flipped and so-called made to be religious or in the Bible or whatever like that. No, but just like you said, there's nowhere in the Bible does it say everybody, get together and throw a bouquet and all that mess?
Mhm.
But the government finds some way of if it's a way for the government and all to get their hands on some money, they're going to do it. Just like people thought there would never be a chance in hell that weed will be legal, but as soon as they find out a way of making money and the taxes and everything like that, no, everybody now it's legal. So
Right. Understood. Miss Venus, if you want to answer.
Well, I mean, I got married a couple of times, I liked having a ceremony and stuff, but now that I think about it, it didn't really amount to too much of nothing that we got together in front of the fountain or however we did it. And it didn't change much about my life. So I think it really is probably just a way for the government to keep track of how we spending our money and what we spending our time. Maybe they're just being too nosy.
Yeah. How you mad at that at all? Miss Kool-Aid?
Well, I've never been married, but I hope to be, but it doesn't matter if I don't be. And I just think it's my perspective of it is voodoo.
It's voodoo.
And it's a lot of evil with it, the marriage. And I don't know. They try to make it holy and stuff when you're in front of a pastor, and and I don't. If I'm getting married, we just married, and like we're gonna write. We might have a little party after, but all that talking to the pastor and I do and writing vows because I'm not going to follow them. I'm lying. We're lying. And then it might work out, it might not. But you're still doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing in the marriages. People be married. Could I cuss?
Yeah, you cuss.
Motherfuckers be married and shit. Go out their marriages, putting people in their marriages. So my thing is, I think it's made up. And if it ain't in the Bible to do it, and it ain't by God, it's the worldly things. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's just on paper, and like I say, I agree with Venus and all of them that it's money involved. You know what I mean? They want to see who's married, who's not married, and there might be a way to track your ass. I don't know, but I've never been married, and if we're gonna get married, I guess I'll be in part of the voodoo. Kool-Aid bad girl, I love it. I'm not a bad girl. I used to be. I'm a great woman. How about that?
Molly, what you think?
Oh, I just think all of it was made up, and they found a way to, make money off of it. Same way that we made alcohol. Once people start making money on the streets with it, they was like, hold on, let's find a way to, make it illegal for people to sell alcohol, make it illegal for people to sell tobacco, even running the numbers. That was a thing that people did in the neighborhood. But now you go to the store and play the lottery, so they find ways that when we doing things outside of them, they make it illegal to do it without them. And then you got to go through it to do it with them. But just because of that don't make it from God, and that's what a lot of people fail to realize, it was always a government or somebody in charge of something, so even before this government took over, it was another government in charge, and somebody created marriage. I don't think God came down here and say, hey, this is marriage with man and woman. Nah, somebody did that, and then they was doing it freely. You ain't have to pay to do it, which was a good thing. But now they found a way to make money off of it. Even if you want to get divorced, it costs you money. Yeah. So it just like, God damn, then y'all got to find out who get what. And it's like, why you got to do all that? If you don't want to be with each other no more, just move on. And that's why I always look at nature, the animals and stuff. I never seen birds and them having ceremonies and stuff. It's just some birds they mate for life. They don't need it. All these instructions. Like, we supposed to be the smartest beings in the world, but we always need a book to follow, instructions to tell us what to do. What should make us be happy? We should be married around this time. Like, who cares? You got girls out here sad because they never been married or never experienced marriage. You got men too. I never had marriage before. So what? It was made up. And whoever made it up probably never knew it'd grow this big. I think about that with everything, even the holidays. Whoever created up most of these holidays, they never thought they'd go this far. But look at it now. People find ways to make money. They did the same thing with the women. Women never had to work. Women didn't have to be out here stressing and grinding, competing with the men. But they found a way. If we can give them way to work just like the men, we can tax them. So now we ain't got to worry about just taxing the men in the country. We can tax the men and the women. But they got women out here saying, I'm independent, I'm strong, I can do just what a man can do. That's the fool, that's the trick. Because before the government came, women had a job and the men had a job. And when we worked together, things was great. But now they got the women doing the men job, the men doing the women job. I'm like, God damn, you go to the hair salon, it's men and women doing hair. Nails, women. Now it's starting to seem like it's more men in the fashion industry than the women doing the designs for the women. So it'd be crazy to me. I just think that people just fall down to traditions and they just follow same thing with all these pagan holidays. It's like can't talk about one if you still out here doing another.
Okay.
I can do that.
Trey.
And best believe that the government are definitely getting their hands on that money. Like even down to winning the lottery, you be like, oh, I won $1 million. No, you didn't. You ain't a millionaire yet.
Tax
you're a $70,000 heir. That's what you are. You ain't.
Damn, you went from $1 million to 70,000. Jeez.
After them taxes come out, shit, your ass probably gonna have but $400,000 or something anyway. 500,000 maybe six. But I don't think anything is a scam that you fall into. I mean, I don't know how anybody can get gypped or scammed or. I mean, you can make somebody think something is valuable or I guess necessary, important or whatever. But I don't know. I never really thought. I never really attached like scam to marriage or whatever because I mean you need somebody else to conjoin you in the first place, then what did you ever have? Like I don't know, the importance of like a marriage license and all that type of stuff. There's ways that you can make sure if something happened to you, this person get covered. I don't know. Like it's just I don't know whether it's considered to be a scam or not. I'd rather people have a relationship that's based on the right pretenses in the first place. Before I even get to whether I'm worried about marriage being a scam, the relationship is a scam half the time. So I ain't worried about the marriage.
That's true. Sometimes the relationship is, and then you paying all this money for what it is that is. I tell you, it's all of the above to me because it's everything that all of y'all said. It is that, and now so when somebody tell you live in sin, you live in that's the way to control you. I think that's just a way to control us, the masses, and to get money. Hey, why not?
I mean, whatever people subscribe to, they can't put it on nobody else or get mad or have a problem about nothing. I never understood that. Whatever you get into in life is what you got into. So whatever come from it, you gotta, rock with it.
Like you live and you learn.
Live and you learn.
Live and learn. And the best way to learn is from other mistakes. People like to make a lot of mistakes on their own. Like I gotta go through it. Like, nah, not always. Like you seen people out here and you feel like they getting finessed by dealing with this and that. Then you shouldn't go out there and do it yourself to try to say, oh, they ain't gonna finesse me. Everything is a finesse. Like these laptops we on, it cost them probably $5 to make, but they sell it to us for thousands of dollars. You go to the store and you buy these groceries, it don't cost them that much. Everything buy and flip, and that's how I look at it. So it's like, is we being finessed or you want to be part of the finesse? You can make product or you can buy product and resell it at a high price. So it's just like, what side you want to be on? You want to be a consumer? Because as long as you're a consumer, you're going to always feel like you're being finessed. But imagine you selling a product and people was telling you, that you out here finessing people. I'd be like, hold on, I'm just selling lemonade. Yeah, Marty, but them lemons only cost 50 cents a lemon, and then you selling the jar. Like, hold on now, you getting to Like, nah, so I get it, like you paying for people time, you're not just paying for the drink, but the work they put in to actually bottle it and everything, the label, everything that comes with it. That's just my thoughts. What's up, Cal?
What's up, Kyle?
Yeah, Cal in here. Riri had
Romans chapter 3, verse 23.
what's that? Romans
No,
chapter.
see, I thought the Romans chapter and verse.
Okay, what's that, Venus? What would they speak on that one? Romans.
They just say we all fall short of the glory. So they could say that we live in sin all we want, but they live in it too, I mean, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off of me and bounces onto you. What are they saying to us? All of us fall short of the glory. All of us are doing something that God's going to be like, yeah, probably shouldn't have done that dumb shit. But the thing is, though, that, I mean, are we making the world a better place or not? Like, I think we should all be trying to make an effort to make it a better place. And talking about what everybody else is doing ain't doing it.
That part.
Yeah.
You said that shit. You said that right.
I like that. And I'd be happy for people when they get married. I'm a photographer, so I'm part of the finesse, I guess, because they pay me to come out there and do pictures and videos. I done did so many weddings and I done seen, man, it was the day of these people's lives. Like, some of these people never enjoy going to prom or didn't go to prom. And they like, this my prom, this my this and my that. And it's just like, damn, you get to see loved ones come together. And it don't always work out later. But that moment right then and there, lasts forever, So I don't mind. If you got the money, you can go out here, just get your wedding, but don't overdo it. If you can't afford that big $30,000 to $50,000 wedding, don't do that. Don't get into these. Get divorced.
Whole year salary for some people. You gonna try, right?
Yeah, it is.
There's no separation from God. Conditional love doesn't place conditions. Unconditional love doesn't place conditions.
That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, actually.
That's really cool. Yeah.
I lucked out. My ex-wife paid for everything.
What'd you say?
I heard that shit.
I said I lucked out. My ex-wife paid for everything, the rings and everything. So.
Oh man. What the hell is you doing?
Give her back
Wait a minute. Funny man, Green. You sure you ain't got that gummy? What the hell? People paying for rings.
Ain't no gummy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Now let me say something about them. Because that's crazy. Wait a minute. That's wow. So tell us a little more about that. Because I don't want to say nothing wrong. I'm gonna be good today. I don't want to be talking bad. But I just want to understand that. What's going on with that? Why you let her go? Shit, I can't find. Yeah, love you, big. Love you, sir. What the hell? Bad rings for you.
Man,
put it down,
man, you a good dude, Dave. She bought you a ring. I mean, you was doing something.
Said everything you do is amazing. I got what you need. I'm gonna get you a ring, and I'm gonna be one too.
Hey,
I ain't never heard that.
Hey, what Beyonce and Destiny Child said, if they like it, going to put a ring on it. And he gonna,
well, don't you be fanning around like that, because I'm all right now. Don't you be doing all that though. You was doing the dance. All right.
We got a question.
I don't know. I was thinking that David Green got her pregnant.
Yeah,
that's a way to get forced into a wedding too.
Right,
yeah.
that part. What did he say? Think your kid just because he.
Yeah, he's saying think of your kid just because he fucked up. You gonna banish them from your life? Is you referring to Lucifer, the devil? Is you saying because he banished them? That's what you're speaking on, Cal. I think. He basically asked us, will we banish our kid because they did something messed up? Would you banish your child from your life? I don't think he banished his child from his life. He punished them, because they still had conversations. They made bets. It sounded like you and your father going to play poker, right? It's like he gave him a place to stay, to rule over. So I don't know, if he banished them for life. He just said, you can't live with me no more. The same thing your parents do when they put you out their house. They feel like you you done outlived it. Like you too much for here. You feel like you ain't
Yeah.
gotta follow my rules. You want to do what you want to do. You gonna do it here though.
Right.
And now he down here fucking us over. he down here,
Real bad.
he just messing with us, man. He taking this anger. He making bets with him. I bet you I can get your other kids to do this. He
Right.
winning. We got to get back, but I don't think he banished. What y'all thoughts on what Cal said?
Said just about them being
Would you banish your kid from your life?
no, no,
You think that?
yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
What about you, funny man? Your son messed up, but one of your kids, would you banish them from your life forever? You done with them?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't banish them. But what's that saying? One rotten apple spoils the junk. So, man, I wouldn't want him back to, to help corrupt the other kids or whatever like that or something. But
Right.
as far as like if he if he needed something or this is this or something, it's my kid. I always have their back or whatever, no. But then again, it also depends on what they did.
Yeah. But he
Yeah,
did take a third. He did take a third with him. What's your thoughts on or your answer to the question, Venus? Cal
Well, I personally, I had an issue with my son a few years back where he called me a word he knows he damn sure had no business talking to his mama like that for. So we took like a year and a half off from one another where we had a silent treatment. He wasn't banished from the kingdom. He just, I mean, he had to learn how to talk to me before he could approach me just like anybody, because I had to teach him that you can't just be talking to anybody any old kind of way, and there are going to be consequences no matter who you think you're talking to.
Mama ain't playing with him. Riri, what's your thoughts? Will you banish your child for life if he do something effed up? That's a question from Cal. Like something serious that really,
Y'all already know there's punishment, there's consequences and repercussions, but banishment, no. No, because people make mistakes and we get over things. We heal and then we're back okay again, but we don't want the same mistakes over. So maybe we don't banish from the kingdom. You can come and visit, you come chill and hang out, but you could no longer live under my roof, the same roof that you disrespect to do whatever act that it was that you did in my house. You got to show respect for where we live, because after a certain age, taking care of your children when they get a certain age, it's not a responsibility. It's a privilege that you still can, be at home, and people need to respect their home, respect where you eat, respect where you lay your head, respect who's giving you this opportunity, and use the time that you spend at home as a stopping or a saving spot. So when you get out there on your own, you can get out there on your own and stay on your own anyway. So no, I forgive you. That's what we try to practice, give everybody grace and mercy. And banishment, no, that's harsh. That's real harsh.
Kool-Aid. What you doing over there? You all right? You got COVID?
The hell happened?
Oh no, my daughter. She just came in here. She's sick with a cold, and I had to give her breakfast. I apologize. I got kids.
Will you banish any of them if they did something crazy or disrespectful to you under your roof? Would you banish them out of your life for life? That was a question for one of our viewers.
Oh, wait, say it again.
He want to know if your child did something out of line, would you banish them from your life? Something that really piss you off. Would you be done with them for life, or would y'all find a way to work through it or talk eventually?
Okay, well, there's been a lot of that going on, so we'll work it out and love each other and pray on it. Would never banish mine. Love them. They mine. That's the banishing me.
I
No.
feel you.
Or skins
Yeah.
or this, I just got this. When I had my babies, you lay them on your skin and stuff. We was even doing that when they got a little older, skin to skin. You know what I mean? Not like old, too much older, but like a
But
little
say,
bit
I
okay,
one
know what
one
you mean.
skin
16
to
and me.
skin, and I would never abandon my kid. And now, you got to blow my arm off or something. Then we're done.
Something I
One
can't
arm.
reverse from, yeah.
Can't smack you no more. But other than that, I've been through so much that somebody would be like, "Oh, I'm done with this child or this person." I mean, I don't know. But your parents, that's another thing. That's weird, ain't it?
I like what Venus said though. She said, "I'll feed you, but I'm not gonna like support that lifestyle. I'm not gonna keep aiding like you to keep fucking up and and acting the way you act.
Yeah,
You
that's a
know,
good
so
way.
the basic necessity of eating, I'm sure
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure you covered on that regard, but I'm not gonna keep supporting that. I feel you on that.
And the cycle continue. Like they will grow up and have kids and they will understand that situation a little more. I just think that right then and there, a child or a young adult won't understand why their parents feel the way they feel. Because I know once I had my child and I started paying my own bills and stuff, like, damn, everything started making sense. It's like when you're young, you don't see that. You think your parents just got it. You don't know where they got it from. You just know you need it, and somehow they made it happen. If they couldn't make it happen, some kids got pissed off. And now you get older, you like, damn, they was just doing their best. And you got to realize that what goes around comes around, meaning that just how your parents get older and you got to help take care of them, you going to get older and you're going to need your kids to take care of you. So make sure you treat them right. You banished for life. Who going to be around when you 80?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you can banish all you want. So that's how I look at it. What's up? Who that Rod?
What's up, Rod?
Uncensored. What up,
What's up, Rob?
King? Yeah. You ready to move on to your next bit? Reese Ree?
Yeah.
Alright. This one you got, it's like a woman try to walk up and grab somebody's daughter at Walmart. Oh my God.
Said this woman walked up and grabbed my daughter at
Back to
Walmart and said
Walmart.
this.
Please don't
Okay.
bring up the delivery, y'all. We just talking about in-store activity. Here we go.
Walmart and said this. So this happened this morning and I'm still mad thinking about it, right? So I ran into Walmart with my daughter real quick. She's in the car actually because she needed notebook paper for school and I forgot yesterday. So we're in there, normal trip. She's right next to me the whole time, but I noticed something weird. Every time I turned down an aisle, I kept seeing the same lady, like she was, matching our steps. So at first I'm like, maybe she's shopping too. But then my daughter grabbed my hand tighter and said, Dad, she keeps looking at me. So I slowed down and I let my daughter walk slightly behind me so I can watch. That's when it happened. This lady walked up fast and grabbed my daughter by the wrist, like confidently, like she had the right to. And she goes, Come on, baby, I found you. Bro, my heart dropped. So I snapped instantly, like, hey, get your motherfucking hands off my daughter, bro. And everything turned and started basically. And the lady didn't even panic. She looked at me dead in my face and said, No, this is my daughter. You're trying to take her. And my
Not
daughter started
Walmart
crying like
again.
that. I pulled my daughter behind me and I'm standing in front of her like a shield. And I'm yelling, Someone call security right now. So the lady starts acting crazy, talking about, I just lost my daughter in this store. She looks exactly like her. Then she pointed at my daughter like, That's her. I said, Ma'am, you don't even know her. She froze for a second. Then she tried to play it off like, Baby, come here. Nah, I told my daughter, back up, stay behind me. Security finally came up. Pull the cameras right now. The lady kept saying she made a mistake, but she was still trying to get close to my daughter. So we dipped. And when we got to the car, my daughter said something that messed me up. She said, Dad, she was trying to walk me away like she already knew me. So yeah, if you got kids, don't let them walk beside you, on the outside. Keep them on the inside. Hold their hand because people really out here, that bold. And Walmart is not safe like people think.
That's why I don't be fucking with Walmart. I mean, shit can happen anywhere. Let me not be ignorant because shit can happen anywhere. But
And I ain't know that. That's my stat. Wally World.
I'm
Oh, she
sending them a
popped out.
I'm calling her to make it let you back in.
Let me back in. Okay. Now Walmart again. Yeah, Walmart again, man. Wally World. I love Walmart, man. I don't care what nobody say about Walmart. You know, they one-stop shop. I can go in there, get my electronics, groceries, and everything, you know. Paper towels, tissue, you know, but I still get certain things other places. But Walmart definitely is spot that I stop past, you know, like I had problems sometimes, and when I do, I take it right back. They give me my money or they let me return it. Same thing with Amazon. Sometimes they send me damaged stuff. I go right to Staples, return it, and they give me my money back, and then they throw something on it, you know, for the inconvenience. You gotta ask for it though. But yeah, I ain't let nobody grab my child though. That's weird. You know, I think that lady might got mental illness, but she just one of them people, you know, that look like that wasn't his child. You know, how some people faking like they trying to save a kid, like they might be on a missing website or something. You might trying to get their attention, but it's different. This his child, and he the one saying call the police. So there's a good vid, Ree. Why you want to share this with us today, Ree? Wally World.
not because of my issues. I wanted it because if, like Trey said, it can happen anywhere. I wanted to share awareness of how we got to watch our children and be more vigilant because I see it all the time. The parents in the store shopping and the children running around down another aisle. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all see that stuff too. We got to keep an eye on our kids, just like that man said that woman was trying to act like that was her daughter. He was talking, so come in, baby, and being convinced. That's how a lot of our children get ushered right out of our lives. And get snatched right on up, picked right off the vine, because we're thinking, oh, it never happened to me, or my child, or my child's old enough, big enough, whatever. You know, but these people out here are wicked. They're wicked. I don't know if the lady actually thought that was her daughter or needed psychological help, but I noticed in the video that he didn't say that the police came and the lady was arrested. He said that he was upset thinking about what happened. Did they let the lady go because the lady said that she lost her daughter? Still, you know that child ain't yours. You know, but they didn't say that she got any consequences or repercussions. She needed to be arrested for a kidnapping.
I don't know they're gonna do that. She ain't kidnapping nobody.
Yeah,
she ain't really do nothing. As crazy as the situation is.
She cried though. I think Reese froze. Free.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She froze. She held up with the world.
I think it's because he only called security. It wasn't the police's anyway. He just said someone called security.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that lady did miss her meds or something. Because like once you realize the kid ain't yours, you still gonna try to take the kid that you think that you found out ain't yours and not go looking for your kid that you allegedly lost. Either she was scamming or she was psychologically imbalanced. Either way, she definitely should have at least been detained somehow.
Yeah.
Because I recall somebody playing a movie, was it Halle Berry? And for some reason, she thought she had her daughter with her every day. You know, she went to rob the bank. Was that Taraji Henson? One of them.
Oh, that was Taraji.
Taraji Henson. Yeah, and that was Scrawl. She had a condition like that, you know, and she really thought. And in the movie, I'm watching that shit. I thought her daughter was right there too. Until the end of the movie, it was like, damn, no, she had a condition that she was still seeing her daughter, getting her ready for school and all that. So, you know, she might did have a mental illness, you know. So that's how I look at it. If she didn't get arrested, hopefully she got some help, because she might snatch the wrong kid and somebody ain't going to, you know, play with her.
For that. Yeah, they're going to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you said that ending, because that's what I'm about. That's how my little family is. That ain't going to end well.
That lady, that's my baby. That.
It ain't going to end well. But yeah, no, I seen the clip a little bit because I'm still, like I said, with the kids. But You keep your kids close. That's all I can say. And people out here are sick with mental illnesses, or even just want a baby or anything. I have a 6-year-old, so it's scary, So I keep her close to me. I always hold her hand. I say, "Come over here," things like that. And I don't know. Just watch your children. Keep them close. But my kid, like I said, they'll say, "Bitch, fuck you," and scream. My little 6-year-old, she ain't even like that, but she'll make sure that she ain't coming with you. She don't like to go with nobody. You know what I mean? Period.
Bring
Because
her
she's just
back. Ain't this yours? Yeah.
Right.
be
Yeah.
safe. She wants to be safe.
We got caught on
Gotta-
aisle 7, you know. But
Yeah,
Right.
you got to watch your kids.
my
There was a
daughter
clip
never
on here.
walked me. It
There's
was
a clip on here where there was a little girl actually lost in a Walmart, and some lady picked her up and took her to the front and asked, for them to call her mom around. She was missing for 30 minutes to the store. I would have had a heart attack.
Nah, ain't no kid getting away
And it
from
was
me
a
that
little
easy anyway.
5-year-old, and I'll never forget it. And it was weird looking at it, but it was strange that she should have got in trouble for that or something. But some man was about to take that little girl, and a black lady ended up saying, "Come with me," but that's just wild. She only knew her name, first name, and her mom's name, but her mom came and got her, and she didn't get in trouble.
Yeah, no, I don't think people make mistakes. It's just weird because my kid, every time we went in any store, grocery store, that she won't get in the car. I gotta push her around in the car, So it's just weird that the kids don't like that no more. They want to run around like without their parents. Like, nah, you getting in that car because you let them run around. They start grabbing shit and throwing shit in the car. You'll look back, you got 20 things in the car. You like, well. So like, nah. Then as she got old, I started letting her push a cart with me, and just throw whatever she wanted in there. We get to the register. I ain't getting nothing in that cart over there. I just they used to be mad because they gonna have to put that stuff back. But I was like, she wanna feel like she old and she's shopping. So I take a few things out, but I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out what point in time we was allowed to walk around and start touching shit anyway. I don't know what era that started in when you was allowed to frolic and touch shit because you was told before you had a pep talk before you got out the car, before the car turned off, that you not going in the store and touching shit. You ain't buying shit. You ain't getting nothing. Don't touch shit. I don't know when that era stopped.
Performance with that.
Yeah, I don't know what that era stopped. Yeah, you was coached already walking to the store that you don't touch shit. Don't pick up nothing. Don't touch
Thanks,
nothing.
Trey and Molly.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out when that era actually changed. What's up, King?
Came in here.
Yeah, he just commented. He said, "What's up, family? What's up, King?"
King had a great surgery, man. Speedy recovery, brother.
For real.
Yeah, King was out there on backflips at 60. Fuck this lady. I'm like,
acrobatics.
Hold on.
He got athletic, man.
All right, don't touch shit. Don't look at shit. That's why I'm trying to figure out when that even turned off. Because that's what I was raised on. So you was right up on your mama, so she didn't think you was in another aisle trying to touch something that she wasn't. She wasn't about to buy.
It was like 1994, though. I remember it well. Sally Jesse Raphael started showing them children telling their mamas that they was going to slap them and call them the B word right there on the TV. And then they had Geraldo doing the same thing, showing them kids bullying their parents. It was 1994. I remember it well. I was sitting on the couch and I saw it and I was like, not mine.
Right. I don't know. I ain't never think to call nobody out of their name or even their first name. So I don't know where the hell all that shit came from. I was born in 94, so it had to have lasted a little bit after that, that standard. But,
they
neither
were
here nor
guarding
there.
your heart.
Yeah. Neither here nor there.
You walk to the grocery store, like, that's what's sad, because the day all us getting snatched. Like, we was walking to the store on our own with just a note at 5, 6 years old. I'd have been getting sent to Walmart and all that. So they grabbing people with their parents. Shoot, we was growing up, we wouldn't even have our parents with us. We ain't had no cell phones to let them know we made it here or nothing. So just happy times one like that when we was growing up, because we probably won't even have no kids.
But like you were saying though, we was like, if we did stuff like that, we was usually in a group of people. It might be like 3 or 4 of us. Like it was somebody that's going to yell, 2 or 3 people that's going to be trying to kick the person trying to snatch you. It just wasn't like you wouldn't be I never was 100% by myself. I'd be like with a friend or two or three friends, or you know,
Yeah, I've been
might be a
100%
group of people
by
walking.
myself. My friends don't want to walk. You know, if it's too early or I can't get them up, my grandma like, nah, it's 8 in the morning. You get there. I ain't
Yeah.
asked you, man. Sometimes I had to go by myself, but you pay for transportation on the way home. Like my grandma give me $5 and say, give the guy whoever out there. It's just a random guy. Same people tell you don't talk to strangers. Say, hey, go talk to a stranger out front of the
I
grocery store.
know, because I need some eggs real quick.
$5 and he'll give you a ride back up the street. And I used to keep that 5 and walk that shit right back up there
Yep.
because $5 to me. But it's just crazy. Like we did have more of a village though. The people cared about the strangers
Yes.
in the community.
Yes.
You know, and it just nobody know their neighbor. We used to knock on our neighbor door and ask, hey, you got sugar? My mother said you got any ketchup? And now they get clowned like, boy, y'all ain't got nothing in y'all fridge. I'm like, we could never crack with each other like that because we know when mom gets the cooking, she gonna ask us knock on somebody's door, and when they get the cooking, they knocking on our door. So we never grew up clowning each other what you got in your fridge because we knew we always needed each other. It's different now.
Yeah.
Right.
That just goes to show you the danger of the times, how it was a lot safer when we were coming up. When I was a kid coming up, we didn't lock our screen door, and we didn't lock our front door. You know what I mean? Because nobody was running through your house or anything like that. But nowadays, you ain't going to sit back and have your doors open. That just the climate has
Hell
changed
no.
so much, so drastically. It wasn't a gradual change. It's like it changed overnight. You know, like Molly said, I remember being a kid going to the store by myself as well. First time I went to the store was to buy my grandmother a pack of Cools. She gave me the $1.25 to get her a pack of Cool Mile. 5 years old, had to cross the street by myself and walk around the corner to the store. My grandfather followed me. I didn't know that though, but I put the money on the counter, and I was right there at the counter, and I kept saying, "Pack of Cool Miles, please." And the man said, "What? Pack of Cool Miles, please." And my grandfather was standing behind me. She said, "A pack of Cool Miles." He said, "Oh, I couldn't see it because my face is right there at the counter, like right there."
Right.
You know, and I remember, and after I learned how to go by myself, I went by myself. Then when my girlfriends or whatever could go, like Trey said, we walked around the corner by ourselves. We did. We had so much more freedom back then than they do now. We didn't have all that technology. We didn't have all that tech savvy stuff, but we had so much more. We felt safer. But with all the technology they got nowadays, we were safer back when we didn't have all the technology. It seemed like, it felt like, you know.
That's wild. You said that.
I don't think because you know what I mean, with all this stuff coming out, you know what I mean, a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, was just as bad as back then. I wouldn't say was safer, but with the social media and everything like that, things are starting to be known more. You know what I mean? Compared to back then. You know what I mean? It wasn't. You know what I mean? Only time you knew about like kidnappings and stuff like that was like unsolved mysteries and stuff like that. Now you got like, you know what I mean? You got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got, you know what I mean? You got all this stuff and all this
stuff and all that.
Yeah, Amber Alert. You got all this stuff and everything that you didn't have back then. So, you know what I mean? If the problem or whatever didn't happen like in your immediate family or something like that, you know, you really didn't know about it.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know what? With that technology, people could snatch and track kids easier because everybody got a phone, and you can track people location, so you can be snatched up.
Right.
You know.
No, I wasn't.
Everybody didn't know about it.
Right. I wasn't defending or anything about the technology or whatever. The only thing I was saying is you were saying it was safer back then than now. And what I'm saying is the reason why I felt safer back then than now was because we didn't know what was going on back then.
Yeah.
I think our neighbors, this is my opinion, I think we were more of a family, and we stuck more together back then, especially than we do now. Because if you saw a friend, if a grown man was trying to snatch somebody, and somebody knew, they'd be like, "Hey, what you doing with that child? That's not your child."
Yeah.
Now it's just different. Come on, baby, and they snatch the kids right away. We cared more. We was in your business more. We looking out. My grandmother knew what was going on up the street and down the street from her window. She knew everything from sitting in her window. I'm like, Grandma, how you know what happened up the street? You in the window. But I don't know how she did it. But she was nosy, but she knew all the business. And she looked out for the other kids. You know, and then when somebody carried him and said, "Oh, he round there at the play, go take the basketball court. He round there." She knew where to tell you to go look for your kids. How about that? Nowadays, you can't ask nobody nothing, don't nobody know nothing. But you see her, no, I ain't seen nothing. It's like we lost love. We had more love and more unity back then growing up. I just feel different. And then nowadays, when you try to be nice or whatever to a kid, nowadays they think something wrong with you, but you just looking out for them. You know.
I know what you're saying, but I don't feel different. I still feel the same, just like what you're saying with that back in the day feeling and how that's how I would do with the kids where I lived. I lived in the hood. So I would be just like what you're saying, like the grandma, when they did back then. And this was recently, up to a year ago when I had to leave due to a situation. But yeah, everybody's different, but I still have that feeling, and I still have it now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in a different little neighborhood, but I still will look out or, try to help another child or, things of that nature. But there's been missing childs forever, before technology, after technology. Remember, it used to be in like not Walmarts, but stores, right inside the little, you be looking. And
milk cartons and shit.
What you say? Yeah,
I said milk cartons, yeah.
And then it'd be computerized what they would look like. And, it's sad. But like, I think a lot of love and unity is not in the earth. I go by that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's not in the earth. It's the winds and the moon and the sky. All that shit is just affecting the life, as you can see, right?
I feel
you go back, just think back centuries. Just how, like you see pictures of shit, how it look, some places looked real dark, and that's the time where people was dropping dead, from blood, just all these different black slaves, and there probably was no light. But what I'm saying is, if you still have it in your heart and be who you are, then it doesn't affect you. Like all that stuff doesn't affect me. I know it's like the Epstein files and the people pedophiles eat babies. I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
everybody's
that clouds my mind. I don't like that.
And then
let
it's
that
like,
much in.
I don't put too much energy in all this crazy stuff and this and that and people's business and you should be like this. And I'm telling you, life will be better. I just discovered it, and I'm just putting out a little gem out there. It's just you can listen to some stuff, but then be like, that ain't my speed, and just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Tune it out. Don't think about it afterwards. Just too much is going on in this world. I might get a little too deep, but that's why
I'm up there with you. I get you.
I see a lot of families together, doing things, and I'd be like, oh, I wish I had that. But then I look at my ways and be like, yeah, but those be the families sometimes that are unalive, because they, you know what I mean, each other instead of the families that are struggling and sticking together. Let's do this. You can't worry about what everybody's doing if they sit around the table and eat and y'all eat in y'all rooms. Maybe that's just how, you know what I mean? But when it's time to help another person, another family, we're that family. Did that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the other families that they have so much going on in their household, they're doing good and they get along and they big family, they don't help each other. You get what I'm saying? Like when they get tough and rough, then I need a couple dollars, they like, well, you should have it. But that's all I'm saying. So it's just the earth, the times, the food, the people, the technology. I used to think we were all screwed and doomed. I think I was on a show before and I said something about the kids are doomed. I don't. I see hope. I see light. You know what I mean? It's just where you're at. And we're
your mind space, your mental space does control the narrative, I feel like, for the most part.
Yeah, that
even
Facebook
what you're susceptible to,
TikTok. Definitely. Yeah. Those days are gone, but that's why we make new stuff like this, learn, and everybody have their own opinion. I love people, and they have their own little I'm like that. And that's why I'm getting where I'm getting, because now I have that mentality with people. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Even if I don't like you, I see something good in you. That's crazy.
I don't think that's crazy. I think that's go ahead. Oh no, you had to put the camera on Miss Venus. I haven't heard from her in a while.
Oh, I agree that, you know, the world's been going through a lot of changes, and we have a lot of information and access to information these days that we didn't used to have. And I remember my city, we used to say, oh my God, a total of 8 people died this year, you know, and now it's like people are getting shot all over the place in this little. And I didn't know that before because it was only the newspaper telling me, but the internet and access to other information, the way the village minds one another these days is definitely different than it was when I was growing up. And I could have stand in the gap to help the generation that came behind me, and maybe even a little behind that. But I can't do it. Let my head go out. I mean, I'm aging, and you know, becoming life is just different. And I've seen through many changes, and I hope to see many more. But I can't guarantee that I'm going to be here to spread myself any further than I have. So I'm just glad for an opportunity to do what I can well.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yep. That's how I feel too, ladies. Both of you ladies got my sentiments exactly. You know, that's how I feel as well. You know. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How I feel. So if I'm different, I can't see everybody. So if I do this and then that's because I'm on the telephone and it's a little shorter because my computer keeps going in and out, and I do apologize to you all for the interruption during the show. But it's beyond my control right now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even know what time it is. So I don't even know what time.
2:30, girl. It's 2:08.
Well, but wait, but you ain't gotta worry about it because you'll hear that music and all that when it's time to transition out. Them audio cues. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You'll know when it's time to wrap the shit up. Trust me. You all right. You fine.
Yeah. I think all y'all made a
All
point
right.
though. Was that I think all y'all made a good point. Kool-Aid said it been exist. I remember sitting on the milk cartons and things like that. I just think just like everything goes due to this internet and stuff like that is more visible. You know, you starting to see it more. Like back in the day, y'all probably had like 5 TV channels. I don't know how many y'all had. I just know today we got unlimited. You know, we ain't gotta wait till Martin come on. We can watch Martin anytime we want to watch Martin. Will Smith. We can watch all the old shows. We can watch the new shows. So now it's like that. What they doing? You know, back then they probably was doing things a little different, but now they got the black web and all this stuff. So things moving a lot faster. So due to that, I think we starting to catch on. Even the people at that time that probably seen it, it's way more now. Like you say, it was only 8 or 9 killings. Now you see it rapidly went up, you know, and it just seemed like because violence can intense, you know, due to the internet. I know people that beef and never met each other just straight online. You be like, why you don't like him? Like y'all live in different cities and everything. You never met this person, but it's due to online, and some of these things ended to results in people dying, you know. So it's just like the internet did grow a lot, you know, but it helped the violence increase a lot as well. Definitely doing with the kidnapping. I think that's why we see it more than that it wasn't happening. It's just that we got more light to it now due to this broad internet and this black web stuff going on, people buying and selling kids. So if you got more clients out here that want more kids, you're gonna have more snatching going on. It's no different. I'm selling drinks. I got more clients want more drinks. I got to make more drinks. So that's what I think. Back then, it wasn't really a thing, or they didn't find a clientele for it. Now they got so much clientele, they got to find a way to get the demands, you know. So I think that's why it's rapidly going up.
I'll give you that. It's sad, but I'll give you that.
It's sad. It's sad but true. Yep. And it's funny because me and my aunt was talking yesterday about people, like how much is a person worth, because we was talking about the different meats and we were Googling it. So she said, well, Google, I said, you know what, let me Google how much is human worth, right? So they said it's illegal to sell humans, but they still had the results in there. If you're medically trafficking somebody for medical reasons or physical reasons, they gave you the price of it. They said that if you're trying to get the food for consumption, a human per pound is worth $4 per pound. But if you're buying skin, what did you say, like $300 an inch of skin, and it's for the medical reasons. A head will cost you between $8,000 and $10,000. The heart was those was big organs. Those was up into the millions. And I was like, oh my gosh, people are actually selling people for the parts. You hear about them in your mind, you're like, hey, I know ain't nobody selling nobody for the parts. But for that computer to give you the quote of how much it is, for it to say that it's it just blew my mind. I was like, oh wow, how did it come to this? How did it get to that price? How did it come to that thought? How did they know that a heart is worth $500,000 if somebody wasn't out there doing it, right?
Right.
People willing to pay.
It's just
Yeah, I was gonna say people willing to drop a dime, people willing to pay for it, like Molly was saying, people willing to pay.
Yeah.
And more diseases, everything fuels each other. So the more terrible as food stop being real and start being altered and messed with and all those little things and entertainment, all these resources, everything changed. It all kind of fueled that. It all kind of like had little contributing, factors to aid, to help with that. Yeah, they're gonna take body parts from people and then sell them at a high price and save a life.
Get what you pay for.
Yeah. The more of a demand, the more people start getting sick and everything, more of a demand for it. Now you want a list. Now there's a list that exists, and now you realizing years later you at the bottom because all these people, so yeah, better be careful what you're looking up. They be watching you, Reese. What you looking up and saying. Everything you look up, say, and everything. Mm-hmm.
They see and watches us because I noticed that we'll talk about something here, then next thing I know it's on the news, or do you see it talk about it somewhere else? So people are watching. I used to say that all the time. I said, Tyree, we got to get the people the news, even when we was on the radio, and then they come back later and say, "I'm like, wow." So people are watching. You gotta be careful what you say. That's if I cared about being careful. But if I'm telling the truth, the truth is the truth.
You got a thumbnail floating on the screen that said something about this video will make you rethink everything, something like that. It's a girl holding a cell phone.
I got that up there. I was putting it up there. I thought this would be a good video to share based on something I had.
Bet. Okay. Why not? Bet.
Wait, so you're telling me in the future, people just stare at a little box all day, inside and outside?
And in the future, you don't even own the music, you just pay every month to borrow it? Like, if you stop paying, the music just disappears?
Wait, so before people eat, they take a picture of the food and show strangers? And the strangers like and comment on it? So in the future, everyone has their own phone and they use it to type messages instead of call? And if someone calls you without typing it first, it's considered rude? So you're telling me in the future, people just post their diary for everyone to see?
Some people get paid for it.
For their diary? And in the future, a little box just tells you where to go, turn by turn, and people still get lost? If you want food from a restaurant, you just tap the box and a stranger brings it to your door and you pay extra for that and then you rate the stranger. Our moms always say don't talk to strangers. But in the future, everyone just talks to strangers all day on the little box and shows them their house and their kids. So in the future, nobody ever just sits with the quiet, like ever? That sounds really exhausting. In the future, everyone's connected to everything, and people are still lonely. Okay, but do we at least still stay outside until the streetlights come on?
Good ass perspective video. Definitely fitting to the title.
Mhm.
I like that from the past type of thing, and you know, being able to look into the future, like the ownership of. We talk about that type of stuff too. Not having CDs anymore and cassette tape. I still have some cassettes and stuff. I still have some CDs, like music and
I
stuff. But
know I got it all except for 8-track. I got CDs, cassette albums, and 45s.
oh well, let me give you some balloons then, because
They still
like
got them all.
Look,
okay,
look,
okay,
yeah, and it's because, well,
it's
Prince told me
important.
to
Go
hold
ahead,
on to my
tell us why.
albums. It's important, but to me, it's important because it reflects the period that it's culture. To me, it's history. Just like I don't throw away books because somebody who's always can read the story. It's our fingerprint for our decade, our time, what we did, what we had. This is how it's antique. And antiques are very expensive. I got the Michael Jackson Thriller album and the original rapper and the original cover when I bought it. I don't know if it's worth anything or whatever, but
Right.
it's
Yeah.
collectible.
And it's more than just music. It's just saying that, we always saying we progress as people because we got all these electric cars and all this
These little
4K
advances, yeah.
TVs and things like that. But as people, we went backwards, like we
Yeah.
not connected no more. We not hanging out no more. We talking online. We texting instead of calling. I remember we had to knock on our friend's door and ask them can they come outside. Now half of these parents don't know they friends, and then people get on parents and say, "How you didn't know he was hanging out with them?" Because these kids don't even come to the house. They
Yeah.
don't hang out no more. They talk to each other online. It's just so weird, just to get from A to B, we gotta depend on the GPS. I mean, my uncle and them, they just knew where they was going. It's just like they never looked at a GPS, and it could be from here to North Carolina. They never use a GPS, so it's just crazy. Now we still getting lost. We depend on all of these devices for everything. Like the music, yeah, but if you don't pay that subscription, all of that music gone. Yeah, you got movies on Amazon, Netflix, but if you don't pay that subscription, you have no access to this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you just bought the movie, even if it was a bootleg, you got the physical copy. So if anything go wrong, you can't pay for the cable, y'all can still watch movies for the week. You can just go through the list, but now you gotta have internet to even watch Netflix. Then you gotta have Netflix to even watch the movie. So it's like you think, oh yeah, Netflix only costs for this much, but then you gotta make sure you pay your internet bill, and then you gotta make sure you that electric bill paid up because that's for. So it's just like, come on, man, we going back as humanity. I want to know what did y'all take from the video? Who wants started off?
I think they started. I think that when the whole study of like consumerism and the mind and buying power and making something valuable, just the whole science around value around stuff, making people consume stuff, whatever. I think it became. I think the greed made producers of whatever producing whatever industry, car industry, whatever you're in. Um, it became too expensive to have things lasting forever. Like the goal was longevity at first. The car that you had, you could pass down to a family member and actually be able to use it. Or if whatever furniture back in the day, our furniture was real wood. It was heavy. It was like solid. It lasted forever. You can give it to, you can pass it down a living room set or something to someone as a gift. I think the longevity became expensive in the eyes of producers because people didn't have to consume as much. Like the loyalty to a brand was one thing before, but now everything is, you cutting corners on stuff because you want to produce more, you want to make it cheaper, you want to make things in abundance. But I think the whole value of the longevity thing became expensive, quote unquote, to people that make stuff. The consumerism changed, in my opinion.
Nah, I like that. What's your
Hmm.
thoughts on Riri?
I agree with Trey because the consumerism changed because they make stuff cheaper so it can break down so you can buy it again. A phone. As soon as I buy my phone or get my phone upgrade, 6 months later, it breaks down or whatever, and I gotta go to the next one. They don't make stuff of quality no more because they don't want you to have anything of quality. Because anything of quality lasts longer. They want you to get buy again, get buy again, get buy again, again and again. It's a trap.
Shit, Apple admitted years ago that they'll slow your shit down after it get to a certain after it get out of range of the latest produced product and everything, that they'll intentionally slow you down to make you move on to the next thing.
Yeah, they smart. What you take from the video, Venus? I don't know if she's still with us.
I thought I hit that button. I personally resonated with it. I mean, when I look at that cassette tape, I was like, dang, I wonder where I put my cassette tapes because I know I got some around here somewhere. But it really brought me back. I mean, that carpet right there, it looks just like the one I was sitting on in front of the console TV. Yeah, life is so different. My journal was a lot smaller. My diary was a lot smaller because I had to hide it from siblings. And I remember when I first learned about the internet and MapQuest, and I was like, wow, I had to write down the directions because I couldn't take it with me yet. But I remember going through all of those changes, and I remember also seeing the changes happening and not noticing that they were happening as quickly and as rapidly and as heavily as they were. But now seeing it, when I was living in it, I really didn't see it happening like this. I thought like the people who sound like me right now sounded crazy as hell. and now I'm one of those people with the doomsday poster saying you better pay attention to the signs. And wow.
I feel you.
Kool-Aid, what's your thoughts? I don't know if you seen it or Venus, you was
I
done?
did, and I came in the end part. I apologize. I don't know. You could probably refresh me.
We'll
But
go to Funny Man, then we'll come to you next. Funny Man, what's your thoughts on the clip? I got a delay, I think.
I mean, it was just telling us how times has changed and everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The little boy sitting there talking about, you mean to tell me that, you know what I mean, people's going to be sitting there looking at a screen for hours and not this is this. And, you know what I mean? Fast forward to now. Yep. Yep. People playing video games, you know what I mean? Like they were talking about the phone, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? Back in the day, people had like, 2 phones or whatever. And they were house phones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to now, everybody got a cell phone. You know what I mean? Even kids 4 years old and stuff and all got cell phones. You know what I mean? Can't read, spell, or nothing, no, but got a cell phone.
Can't read for shit.
Can't read or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got. That was my take. It was just basically telling us, you know what I mean, like the changes, whatever, and all that. You know what I mean, from back in the day to now.
show me the video in my inbox and I'll look at it because I like stuff like that. Sorry I missed it.
Nah, you good.
Sorry, we'll get it to you.
Thanks.
Kyle said you brought back memories with that video. He said it was a good video. Had him remember running his ass back to the house before the street lights.
Running back to the house. Cal said also being lonely is a choice in his opinion. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is your outlook, like Miss Kool-Aid was saying. All of your mindset determines a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I just be like, I don't know, because lonely, a lot of people just think it mean like just being by yourself, but lonely is being sad, you know. So to say that, man, you know, it's because you got no friends or no company. You know, you got a lot of people out here who lost all their family, you know, who lost friends and family, you know, and they might be considered lonely, and somebody tell them, well, that's a choice, you know, that'd be a harsh thing to say, you know. I just be asking people why you feel so lonely. You know, we brought you to this state and trying to find a way we can pull them out of that. So that is tough. That's like Kanye said, slavery was a choice, you know, and everybody was pissed off about it, you know.
And that's realistic. That's
Yeah.
you know, I was one of the ones that agreed with it and got a lot of backlash, you know. But if you really okay,
That's
so you had maybe 12 owners. You had, I mean, not 12, like maybe 20 owners, 500 slaves. If all of them put their mind together, that's the reason why they came up with different religions and they came up with this is this and all, because they controlled their minds. It was mind control. Same thing that's going on now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
hey, you stop, son. Oh, go ahead, Dave. You talking? Go ahead. You can.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing that's going on now. You know what I mean? Down. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm on Y block. I'm on Q block. It's still government owned or whatever like that. You know? If it was, if okay, so you're fighting because you're on Y block and you're fighting because you're on G block. If the government really wanted to, they could put the family over on Y block and take the other family from Y block and put it in G block and be like, okay, you know, now what or whatever. But
now what we gonna do?
They want the division or whatever like that, because if everybody became one, then
makes sense.
It'll be a lot of damage. So that's the reason why they
get
cause all
together
this,
and turn over the government
division.
if everybody becomes one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's still like today. If you tell everybody quit their job, you know, like if you born into that, you don't really know, like, you know, slavery is wrong. You think that, you know, this how things supposed to be. I think that's what it mostly was. I don't think they like was knowledge like we are today to what they was doing to them. You know, definitely kids. If you born into something, it's no different than Christians and Muslims. If your family is with that faith and you brought up into that faith, you might grow into that. You know, and I think that's how it was with slavery. Maybe the elder ones who died off, but to keep the kids alive, they know they had to get them with the program, because if they didn't, they might get lynched. So you don't talk back to master. You don't do this. You don't do that. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. Then they just taught it to their kids. And then after a while, you know, it just became a thing. But eventually, somebody got tired of it. You know.
Yeah. That's it. I ain't doing this shit no more.
It's tough though. It's tough. That's why I said I don't know, because sometimes people don't have the choice. You know, that's why it's like people's like, well, it's an option to be poor or not. It's an option to be homeless or not. It's an option not to be rich. Like it don't just happen because you just said. You gotta still be able to do the work, and you gotta have the access to those things to make it happen. And some people just don't. They might not have an outlook or somebody to talk to put them in a position to do those things. So they just go to work. You know, that's what worked for them. Let me just go to work, make sure I can pay these bills, and I'm happy with that. But you got other people say, well, you should be doing more, and you should well teach them how to do more. Teach them how to be free. Teach them how to be unchained. Don't judge them because you see them in chains, because a lot of people don't know. It's invisible now. They're invisible chains. I think I sent you the
I mean that's facts. I mean, because I know we did things, you know, we talking about, you know, we speaking life or whatever like that and all, you know, I mean, actions and stuff. But I mean, just like you said, it's more than just speaking. It's also doing and all. You know what I mean? I could sit there and say, I'm going to be a millionaire soon and then go to sleep. You know what I mean? No, I gotta study. I gotta do different things, whatever and all that's going to help me achieve my jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's tell me why nobody in them files been arrested yet. I told y'all nobody was gonna get arrested. You know, but hey.
Yeah, I seen Kyle's comment. Yeah.
Arrested for what?
Anything in the Epstein
Well,
stuff.
E-files. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, child.
Then what was the point of bringing it out if nobody got a? I don't know.
What?
What question you got?
I was just saying, what was the point of if them even bringing it out if they weren't going to make nobody answer to what was exposed? So what? These all these people, celebrities and stuff, is pedophiles.
Distraction.
Oh,
That's the easy answer that I thought was obvious, really, but yeah, distraction.
I guess it's a what
I have people talking
distraction
about
to
it. I don't know
what,
none of them,
to the war.
but we're talking about it. You know.
Can I say
So
something?
No,
real
but that's
quick?
what I'm saying. It's the distraction for what? What are they trying to reflect from? Deflect from? Is it the fact that we get ready to go to war? We're at war and
you gotta
all
look
this other
around and pay attention when
crazy.
stuff is happening. You gotta look and pay attention to stuff that's happening around the main,
Right.
Object or the main topic of discussion. Actually,
Right.
be
Yeah.
looking around. If you don't know where to look, you ain't never gonna know.
Yep. You gotta look behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
You just
Go ahead.
you're just watching the play. You gotta go behind the curtains.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I just want to switch to play and go behind this curtain just real quick because I'm looking at my phone. Something popped up, and Bill Cosby. Did y'all hear about him?
What happened
In terms of what? Because we know what will happen.
Oh yeah, we all know about the pudding pops, but somebody said he's about to pay him in pudding pops. I'm gonna make a joke about that. This is ignorant though, but for real, breaking news. And this ain't allegedly. A civil journey in California awarded a woman a total of nearly $60 million after finding Bill Cosby liable for sexually assaulting her in 1972. He is done.
60 million. Damn.
Remember he used to do his face like that? Pudding.
Yeah, breaking news.
Wow. And it was just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. You know, this shit was even going on in my state, PA. They probably was doing that drug together. You feel what I'm saying?
You don't never know what people,
And then they started just, feeling themselves. And, Bill went in. I just don't think. Well, and then again, it could have been drugging them and allegedly. And
he has
she got some money.
They got the little thing up. It says Bill Cosby has been found liable for drugging and sexually assaulting Donna Motzinger in 1972. Jurors awarded Miss Motzinger with $19.25 million for past and future damages, including mental suffering, loss of enjoyment of life, inconvenience, grief, anxiety, humiliation, and emotional distress.
Oh,
God,
wow.
damn,
I need that because that happened to me without no pudding pop.
Hey, that's what
See?
should happen. Women just come out and just say shit, In 1958, hey, it's like, come on, man. Like, they coming out.
50 years ago. 50
Bill
years
refused
ago.
to sell his land, which everybody knew he had oil on.
Yeah, oil under it.
Trying to buy TV networks. It's just weird that
Oh, wow.
they wait this long, she wait this long to actually do this. And man, this man been around 72. Not long ago that was 26 years
50
before.
years. That was
So she
50
took
something
his
years
money,
ago.
basically.
1972.
Like, come on, man. It's just so weird. How much would that have been back then? So I don't know. I just think they getting out the bill. It's just amazing that somebody can't accuse somebody from something they did in 72 and somehow get awarded for it. Now you're gonna shoot. If a woman been out here, you've been like you said, Kool-Aid, open it back up. I'm pretty sure it happened after 72. If somebody can bring up something happened in 72, other women should be able to bring up anything that happened from 73 on up.
I want that motherfucking bus driver check every fucking day. You work hard, bitch. You don't even get a cent. I need that transportation money. What he did to me. That's what I want awarded. I want the courts to do that. You know what? You got me thinking about getting inside. Because that's crazy. You never know. I might become a little famous and they say, you know what, award Miss Kool-Aid all your earnings every day. You know what I mean? But that's messed up, Bill Cosby. I really liked him. I don't know. I think they're setting up everybody. If y'all noticing all the stars and stuff is either unalived or dying, jumping off shit. Y'all noticing that? Or just dying from old age and
the black
hysteria
ones,
stuff. 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 30-year-olds. That's just too much is going on. It's getting real crazy. Something's fishy.
David said the black ones. You said it's color barrier, David?
Yeah.
No, I'm seeing a lot of the white ones pass away.
Yeah, they're a
That's
lot
what I'm
older.
saying.
They be like 80, 90 years old. They done live life. And
No,
Yeah,
this
so
is some
yeah,
young actors
Michael,
and young.
Bernie Mac, all them dudes, 50 years old. 30,
Look at little Malcolm Jamal Warner. Look at it's suspect. This is a lot of suspicious
Yeah, that's what I
stuff.
mean. Stuff like
White,
that.
black,
Yeah.
Spanish, all of them. You
Mhm.
sign over there, man. That's the only way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a couple thousands. I'm good. I ain't got time for
That's
that.
cool. You got to pay for it later. You know, that's how I look at it. A lot of these characters sold early on, and they got the benefits. You know, Diddy, Cosby, all of
I don't
them,
want that.
and they had a good time. But now the double came to collect. It's time.
Lord.
It's because they got other kids coming up to be the new Diddy and the new Cosby and the new everything else. Tyler
Yep.
Perry is basically the new Bill, you know, and you got Steve Harvey, but Nick Cannon gonna be right behind him. So it's like they keep one around, and it's just like
Yep.
you can have your fun now, but it seems like later on the double come to collect. You know, you can do this for 30 years. After that, okay, it sounds good because
Yep.
you don't believe in that stuff. All right, and they've been collecting. That's
Shit.
right.
Roseanne said you
Chris
can
Brown, they
renegotiate.
trying to-
Oh yeah. Get well, she
Yeah,
couldn't.
Roseanne said you can renegotiate. She said she renegotiated her contract, or her soul tie, whatever, selling her soul, and was able to, I don't know. That's this world.
They made Roseanne racist. That's my girl. They made her racist. She started talking too much. They eating babies. They are vampires. They said, yeah, cancel the show. Cancel her show. AI some shit that she said that's racist, and it's over. You know, I'm like, when Roseanne become racist? Like, come on, I grew up on Roseanne. Like, that's our girl. I heard Kramer say his thing.
Watch it after school.
Yeah, they push us not to like Roseanne because she starts speaking on things they don't like. Same thing with Jim Curry. You know, come on, man.
Well, I'm grateful for people that are not easily swayed, because I don't. If it's not for like being, I guess, on this platform and really talking about it, a lot of this shit I don't carry with me throughout the day. I don't know none of them people, So a lot of that stuff ain't nobody gonna tell me through like in the video through a box who to like and what the I don't know. All this shit is weird to me.
It's
Everybody trying to
I
get your
fell out
mind.
with some girl about Cardi B. She literally, excuse me, let me get some water for this.
Yeah, some shit voodoo on your head.
Oh shoot, Cardi B, she just had all these different touring, and selling out concerts, blah blah blah. Now I'm getting older, I might look a little younger, but I'm for 5 more years I'll be 50. So my thing is I have a young heart, young soul, but you ain't gonna play me like I'm young. You feel what I'm saying? So you're gonna tell me that you want to go see Cardi B and you wish I could come. Now I'm a grown lady, I can't afford to go. So let's just put that there. I ain't going, and I ain't going to make myself try to go. I could do it, but I'm, then I said, well, how much is the ticket? She said, $400. I said, hell no. I'm not going to pay. I'm not doing it. She's not my favorite. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it was the young lady's favorite. But me and her were cool. As a matter of fact, I went to Cumberland with her. She came, you probably was there, the girl I came with, because I even said in my show, where's she at? She out there with Ben. But anyway, I keep giving her chances and chances. She's supposed to be holding the phone while I was doing the show in Cumberland 2 years ago. So anyways, back to her. This lady, y'all, fell out with me with Cardi B. She started going off. That's my girl, and I'm going, and it ain't my fault you ain't got no money. And I was like, okay. And then she had the nerve to say that Cardi B's smart. Now I'm not really into like what Trey said, all that. I got my favorites, and that's it. So I don't know how smart she is, but she don't look too smart to me with all the shit going on the internet. The lady was like, don't judge a book by its cover. The girl, I called her lady because I was there. So I was like, okay, I just don't like her. But to make a long story short, this is how we fell out, guys. And this is how people are we're talking about worshiping other idols, or I'm so into these people, or the TV changed, the reality shows that girl was on. You just look at Cardi B. I wish we could just throw little pics of when she first started to now. You know what I'm saying? Totally different young lady. So anyway, I don't like her. like that, and I don't have to like her. That's why I said, who's telling me who to like? So this girl gonna say to me, and I'm gonna make it short. She said she's probably smarter than you. Snap, crapple, pop, bitch, you're blocked. I'm fucking with you. And I just unblocked her. She hurry up and became a friend on TikTok, liking my shit. And I'm telling y'all, people are weird about these celebrities. It ain't even that deep. I apologize to her. I'm waiting for my apology. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to fall out that bad with you. At first I was. But you're just making Cardi B just your everything. And Cardi B wouldn't give two flying fucks about you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how people get so
defending
invested.
Cardi B and that's your girl and I'm gonna pay whatever I want. Just say it was your birthday. That's fine. But she just been doing. I mean to throw that in there. But what I'm saying is how people make you want to like somebody. If I don't like her, I don't like her. We went to go see Bill Bellamy. I love Bill Bellamy. He gave me my name Kool-Aid. I met him. I got a story behind that. You feel what I'm saying? She said she don't like him. So I didn't say, oh, don't be talking about Marlon Wayans. Well, you better not say you don't like him. That's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? But I still wouldn't do that to her. I wouldn't say nothing. I think that hurted me. What you mean the bitch is smarter than me? What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
I love you.
all that
You know what I
TV,
mean?
all that TV
Yeah.
production shit is so fake. Anyway,
That's what I said.
that it doesn't. I just don't be someone I don't know can't have influence on my life. Someone who's not helping me
Right.
or not like actually in my circle doesn't. You know, you can do
But she
whatever
was
you want to
hanging
do.
with me here and there. So that's why I felt, like here and there. And she calls me her cousin. I'm just saying that just made me feel like you. Like I'm good. And I'll never hang with her.
Crazy.
She's not.
And that's just women. Y'all just crazy. Like
I'm just saying about a celebrity.
Like football, basketball, and it
But
don't
come
matter.
on, like that's me and you, even if you're a man. If you saying
no,
something,
that's what I said. It's just a woman thing. Y'all just crazy, man. Like I don't know what the hell can that. I've seen that Cardi and Nicki comparison and all this. Like if you've been a fan of somebody, like we got Prince fans on here. Don't talk shit about Prince. You're gonna see Reese rise up.
You want to see her? Yeah, you want to see her big up on somebody?
Kobe
Go ahead and
fan,
talk
like
about
people
Prince.
gonna defend their player. You got people like dudes, like we talk about Michael Jordan, they say LeBron, Kobe. I'm a Kobe fan, so I'ma just support some shit to help Kobe out. And we might get in a debate, but it ain't to the point like, you know what? He's smarter than you, and this person might be smarter than you, and you dumb. You know what? Oh, Kobe dumb anyway, because that's what I see. And it's like when we get to that, we don't know about all like that. It's go too far with women, man. I just think that's just a woman thing.
I just thought it was real crazy that somebody can just, for another celebrity, just say ignorant shit to the person you think is cool with you. That's all. That I think that she worshipped her or something weird.
She do. Don't
she
talk
might
about
want to eat her vagina.
Well,
Maybe.
there's actually a lot of funny stuff going on in the world right now where people are just distracted by a whole bunch of unnecessary bullshit. I mean, it's happening in real life too. It doesn't even have to be a celebrity. Somebody will be in some business that has absolutely nothing to do with them personally, and they will turn themselves into a piece of collateral damage on a party in a fight that had nothing to do with them. I mean, people just need to get on their lives because we all have these lives to live, and a lot of people are just mad distracted. But yeah, people are losing friends out here over dumb shit, and don't be that one.
Right. Yeah, definitely, John. Hey, you know what time it is, y'all? It's with some good energy. Appreciate everybody who tapped in here with us with Turn Up Tuesday. Riri, you got anything you want to add for the
What's up, Jay?
Wait, Jay Watch. What up, Jay? Anything for the end of Riri? If I start asking everybody leaving with some good energy.
Come to the shows, come out and love and support your girl. Got some things coming up, and I hope to see you at the show. Come out so I can make you laugh and love up on you. And that's good energy right there. I'm gonna give you some good energy when I see you. Boom, 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 boom. See it through the screen. Can you give good energy through the screen? What? You mean to tell me that somebody's gonna give you good love and energy through this little box that I'm watching right now that I call a phone? Yes.
Thanks for the love, Riri. Funny man, leave with some good energy, brother.
Good energy. Live, laugh, and love. And also love to laugh. You know what I mean? You got some people that's sitting there like Grumpy Smith. I hate this. I hate this. No. You know what I mean?
New ideas with the sunrise spark.
Yeah,
Feel
man.
free
Be more
to follow
positive.
when the world feels stark. We're spinning
They
the tracks
hard
of your
to do.
mental glow. Every
I
listen
like
to
that.
hit
I
on
like
the Morning
that.
Mac
Too
Show.
late. Leave some good energy. Whatever energy you like. Whatever you want. You know, you
That's what my life's about. Whatever you want, whatever you like, and whatever you get is what you're gonna get. And that's what I've been doing for myself. So I come on here to give you some positive energy. Just start loving yourself more, doing more things for yourself, and rescuing yourself. You come first.
leave some good energy, Queen.
Can't is a cuss word. Today is full of probabilities. Live them.
Don't use the word can't. I like that. Gotta get that out of the vocabulary all together. Trey Money. Mike muted. Mike muted.
I don't know anybody who can truly invest their time and energy into anything in this world and actually manifest and receive things with a clouded mind. You know, some people can do it. You know, I don't think. I think life offers enough. I don't think you need to add more to it. It's easier to keep your mind clear than people think. I just think people don't have solid things in their lives to focus on. So someone like Cardi B or someone that they never will probably never meet or never have met before have enough influence to have impact on their personal lives. I just don't think anything outside of the four walls of your home should be a problem for you or should be a quote unquote distraction. I feel like if you want whatever you want bad enough, then you won't be swayed by anything. What's up, AQ?
AQ. Appreciate the love, gal. We gonna try this one more time for my girl Riri before we get up out of here. Hopefully, they support this video.
Tax relief negotiated his tax bill with the IRS, and by the time everything is completed, we not owe the IRS anything. For don't pay very individual circumstances. Click on the IRS.
Thank you, honey. I am about to go to work. I'm getting ready for our Mother's Day show. 800 Yeah, that's how DJ B-Man hosts. You know, I've been rocking with that guy for the last 4 years. And every year is an awesome Mother's Day show. So this year is going to be at the Baltimore Cultural Arts Center on May the 9th. Get your ticket, get your ticket.
Okay, so how much is it?
The tickets is $45, $40 early bird special. So you get in there, you get a $40. Okay. And it's $50 at the door because it's having dinner with it, honey.
Oh, we gonna eat.
Yeah, girl, is y'all gonna eat? Y'all gonna eat? Y'all is gonna be like that.
What we have?
Y'all having salmon. Okay. But it's gonna be like that. It's a shoes from the Duchess. Yes, the Gwen Factor.
Okay,
and y'all know I'm on the show.
Who on it?
It's the girl on the show. I'm bringing out all the comedy. And now I'm also keep DJ B-Man because he owed me child support. I was calling my baby daddy. That's right, he's my baby daddy. You know my baby daddy.
This is hilarious.
May the 9th, Baltimore Cultural Arts Center. May the 9th, y'all. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Look, y'all get in on this good.
Well, let me see. You got a flyer?
Oh, look, girl, okay.
Let's show the people.
Look. Yeah.
I like that.
Happy Mother's Day, y'all. Y'all ain't got nothing to do? Come on down here. Look, I got you. Look, I got y'all. I know y'all want to come and see your girl. Look, AKA AM Morning. That's ever did it in the morning. Max Show gonna be in the. Look, we're gonna be on that.
Okay.
Morning Max Show gonna be in the house. We're gonna have Susan the Duchess. That's headline and featuring Miss Gwen.
Hey, Gwen.
Yes, and Xavier Morgan will be. You know, testosterone.
We all need a little testosterone.
Yes. And you know how we do the Morning Max Show. I don't know
that.
Thank you.
That's the good hand.
Mother's rule, baby. Mother's rule.
Your baby
Look at
daddy
your
out there.
ticket. That's just my baby daddy.
Who that is?
My baby daddy.
Who that is?
Look, that's DJ B, man.
Let's
That's
ride
just
that
my baby daddy.
All right. I will see you later.
All right, baby. See you later. That's right, baby daddy. Boo, boo, boo.
Every time I call, it's the same thing. You got to be on the phone with your lane. Or either Shauna or Donna.
I love that. You should put me in there.
Yeah.
I want to be a part. I'll come out.
Look, I want to give homage out to the men, to the fathers, because if it wasn't for the fathers, we wouldn't be no mother. See how we need each other. Father need mother, mother need father. Please, that's what I'm saying. But it's Mother's Day on May the 9th.
All right, y'all. So, like y'all just seen the promo for, this is for the pre-Mother's Day Your Mama So Crazy comedy show and after party. For those that can make it past a certain hour. I know when we get up in age, we need to go to sleep a little early. We need to take more naps and stuff like that. But for those that can hang, there is an after party for you. This is on Saturday, May the 9th, like our queen Althea McFarland just said, someone who's also going to be putting it down on the stage in terms of comedic talent. We got Xavier Morgan. We got the Gwen Factor. Shout out to her. It will also be headlined by Susan the Duchess and hosted by Barbie Brooks. Now, one thing I like about this, and I highlight it every time, is that it's not just one man on the ones and twos. You got three of them. So I don't know if all three of them going to be on the same board, keeping it hype, or y'all going to have people switch out or whatever y'all going to do. But y'all got three men on the ones and twos, so you know it's covered. Shout out to DJ B-Man. Shout out to DJ Smooth. Shout out to DJ Dark. If you need to reach out to them for any reason, their information is listed down below in purple. What's up, AQ? This is at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center at 401 North Howard Street in Baltimore, Maryland. Doors for this event open at 7. Comedy show starts at 8. It ends at 10. And then, like I said, you got the after party for, those that can't make it. Now, it won't just be lemon pepper, salmon, and rice pilaf for the meal, because there are other options for people who can't have seafood, like our Queen Reese. So she might be snacking on something else. But there's $40 for the early bird special, $50 tickets at the door. So there will be, if you need further information, you can reach out to Althea McFarland or anyone that you see on this flyer. Friday Night's Laughs, y'all. Now, this is at a spot that a few of us have already been to. I love the spot in Cumberland. I don't like driving my ass all the way out there, but when I get there, I get over it because I enjoy myself every time. One thing that I was able to enjoy towards the end of the event was tasting some of the food from the Crab Queen. She had an excellent menu. I love to see them women back there just working to get things out and hot and fresh and served to the people that were enjoying the show. So it was nice to have that food on demand there coming out the kitchen, as well as being able to do a little work at the event and just overall enjoy myself. Each time I go, I have fun each time. Now, there's a couple comedians that you got. Kool-Aid. Shout out to Kool-Aid. Y'all see the queen over there in the corner. Y'all see her. You got Kool-Aid. You got Chad Beadle. You got Charlie Mack, Funny Man Green, the man that you see with the green screen that says clear as day. David Funny Man Green. That's that guy right there. The reason for the season. And you got Jimmy Hayes Jr. as well. Special guest, music by Jessica Schultz. Whether she goes by Jessica Schultz or Kehlani, whatever, I know it's Jessica. When I met her, she was Jessica with the mic. So, but she put it down, and she had a nice energy, nice vibe to her. Didn't expect her music to come out like that. I don't prejudge, but I just didn't expect that voice to come out of her. So that was a nice little, combination of talent and comedy and stuff as well. Tickets for this event is $25, and it's $20 in advance. For this to be a BYOB event, and all the people I know heading to the liquor store when I go, you might want to save that $5 if you can to go ahead and put it towards something that you want to drink. But again, this is at 249 Virginia Avenue Event Center in Cumberland, Maryland. Nice venue space.
Liquor store right there too.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say liquor store right there. So I wasn't able to try everything. So the next event I can't wait to get to, because I want to be able to buy stuff early on. But she had crab egg rolls. I did have some of the crab egg rolls. She had steak and cheese subs, seafood boils, and stuff like that. They was moving in that kitchen. To see all that back and forth, all that chaos in there, and they getting everybody food out. People, it was nice to see. all of that
Oh, I
effort, all of
can't
that
wait
movement
to
in the
eat
environment was
and
nice to see. It was great.
perform.
So everybody can't eat seafood. There is chicken and steak and cheese, stuff like that as well, fries, other things that you can have as options as well. But I enjoyed all of it. Shout out to the Crab Queen. I just added her on Facebook. All right, now this is the one that, like I said, this flyer right here ain't no better than any of the other flyers I read. I don't want to sound more excited about this one, but I am excited though, because this is something that I feel like has been a long time in the making. Now, this is a McFarland Entertainment production right here. So y'all see the big smile. The headline of this event is going to be Althea McFarland, our very own, the queen of this show. Featuring Miss Mimi Manning. You got special guests, Gerald Brown, and special guest Jawan Cap, as well as the host of the show, which is the Gwen Factor. This is Love and Happiness spring comedy show. The only thing that we ask is you come and be prepared to have fun. Be ready to kick back. Be ready to laugh. Be ready to enjoy yourself. And that should be 21 years and up. You know, we can't get around that part because, you know, that's what we're requiring, you know. But for further information, you can scan the QR code as well as asking anyone on the flyer about information, details. If you scan that QR code, it will take you straight to Eventbrite for purchasing. The reason why we have this Morning Mac Show music in the first place is the son and prince of the of Reese's lineage, which is DJ Sly Tie. He'll be on the ones and twos, keeping us going. So you know, everybody needs a DJ. Everybody needs entertainment music going in between, and he's gonna hold it down for us. So this is at Terminal 8 Bar and Lounge at 2109 Abbott Ferry Road in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm excited about this one. I can't wait to see the turnout. All right, y'all, this is Skit Happens. Not Shit Happens like you would think. It's Skit Happens. I said it right the first time. This is the casting call that's looking for improv actors, comedians, for sketches, comedy show. If you have any inquiries or information that you need, you can reach out to Blue Phoenix as well as emailing Red Vision Cinema with questions and stuff like that. I thoroughly suggest that all the people that float around this platform, most of them have some type of talent, most of them hold a microphone, most of them are on stage for some reason or another. I've seen so many people over time as the things that we discussed, like the internet changing and all of these things developing, it's now easier for people to take off and be discovered from anywhere. So I definitely encourage you to send in whatever information. This is an open call. There is no deadline. This will be in full effect, and they will be accepting all types of submissions until they fill all the spots that they find is necessary to fill. Only thing that they ask is that you be from ages 17 and up. And yeah, that's it. So Skit Happens, everybody.
I'm gonna be on that lineup. Catch up. Wellness
All right.
Wednesday. Tap in with us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe before you get up out of here.
That part.
Peace.